I can't see chat, so it's on you. Keep an eye on chat today, boy.
Hell yeah, I ain't tripping, bro. It's all it is. It is what it is. Come on. Wait for it to pop up. Y'all let me know how we sounding. Y'all let me know how we sounding. What's good with the nation out here? What up? What up? What
Yes.
up? What up?
Yes.
We apologize. Well, I apologize for the technical difficulties, man. I ain't caught up to speed yet. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, listen. I just want everybody to know, for the record, that Stevie fucked up. All right, it's
Hey,
all on Stevie. Stevie's fault that we're late because I get a lot of shit for being late
hey,
because I'm always
hey.
fucking late. So it's Stevie's fault. No, actually, it was my fault because my ass showed up late, and then I don't know what happened. Your microphone just went MIA for a second,
Hey,
didn't it,
I'll take
Stevie?
it.
But
I'll take it. You looking crispy now, though, bro. Like something happened. You
am
looking
I?
crispy. Yeah, you looking crispy. You looking crispy.
I don't know, man. I put like some moisturizer on today, so maybe that's like.
Hey, but how we sounding though? Let us know how we sounding, man, because I want to make sure the volume and everything's good for y'all. Are we matched up? Me and Knox sound good together. Bars,
Bars.
bars. All right,
Sounds like you
cool.
got like a raptor on your mic, man.
A raptor. I
I don't
got.
know. It was weird for a second. Like when you were talking, there was like a little bit of, I don't know, like
Oh, I got
a
this.
roll on it.
Yeah, yeah. But what's good though, bro? What's happening, man?
Not much, man. Living the dream.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
another week in paradise, man. Content never stops.
Facts,
Life never stops.
facts,
Kids never stop.
facts.
Stevie will know soon. He'll be bitching to me at some point in time when he gets there.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, man, I feel good. I see you've been very busy making some big moves as always, bringing on
Man.
some dope guest interviews.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm trying to use my platform to like bring attention to stuff that's important to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Outside, like I mean, we turned this stuff, and we have a platform now to actually like do something like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And
I know.
um,
It's scary to think that sometimes
yeah,
when I
man.
reflect on that, but
Yeah,
you're right. We do have a
yeah.
we with great power comes great
Big
responsibility,
facts,
Stevie.
big facts, bro. And then just all these conversations and topics of discussion just come up organically, man. And just figuring out different ways to approach it and bringing the communication line between the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Even though that sounds crazy, but we are bringing the communication line around the whole world, just touching on topics that we think about, go through, affect us day to day, man. So, yeah, that's all I'm doing, bro. That's all I'm doing, and
Yeah.
then the music on top of
I
it,
mean,
bro.
yeah, I mean, I think you're right there in that we all of a sudden, and we talked about this a little bit in the last episode, like we now can affect people in a way that we couldn't before affect people and contribute to the dialogue. And I think the biggest thing that I've seen from you, and it's a lot of what I stand for too, it's, you know, no matter what the subject is, people are going to have different opinions on it. I mean, that's
Facts.
just life. If we all had the exact same opinion, it'd be boring as shit
Boring as a
out here. You know
motherfucker.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but what is dope is like, you bringing different people on, having different perspectives. Is
Yeah.
that it's not like you sit there and you shout them down and you're yelling back and forth. Like
Yeah.
you're giving your opinion, they're giving their opinion. You're finding common ground, and that's that. I think what it sums up is we're trying to normalize giving opinions. It's okay to have a different opinion on the internet. It's okay to
Absolutely.
disagree. We can talk as men. We can conversate, and we can come to an understanding with one another. And I think that's the biggest thing I'm trying to do on my platform and my channel, and you're doing it too. So,
Yeah, and
yeah.
it sounds so easy in the big picture, bro. But that's a difficult thing to do. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like I just see it in myself. The older I get, the more mature I get to actually sit there and listen to somebody and not listen to answer, but actually listen to digest, take in other people's perceptions, take other people's experiences. Because it's not about you; it's about the entire picture. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta look for that common ground. And once we get that common ground, I think we would be in a better position, man. We got a lot of work to do, and the more I
yeah.
do these reactions, the more discussions I have, the more troubling things we see on TV, media here day to day and shit, man. Like we still got a lot of work to do, bro. But we definitely have the influence and the platforms to do something about it. So that's
Bro,
all. That's,
the
that's, that's
the
all I'm doing.
internet the internet is a wild place, man.
Big facts.
It is a wild place because people are no longer held accountable for what they do. You and I, we get more held accountable because we're too big now. But so many people can just create a fucking profile and say whatever the hell they want, and there's just no repercussions
Yeah,
to it.
Twitter fingers,
I
bro.
mean,
Twitter fingers, dog. But anyway, there's a time and a place for that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Absolutely.
saw the title of this shit, and we actually want to tap into the state of hip hop. But before that, hey, we gotta. I saw you had some shit to get off your chest, big dog.
Oh shit!
I saw you had some shit to get off your chest, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, was that just some fucking sporadic shit? Like, was there a build up? Like, come on, man, you gotta disclose the creative process about that shit, bro. Because you was punching heavy in that motherfucker, dog.
I mean, yeah, shit, man. Here I wasn't even ready for this. Yeah, leave it to you to keep an eye on me and my music. But
Hell yeah.
I mean, listen, the biggest thing is, and it's always tough as artists because what you get at this moment in time is a product of like months ago, isn't it? Like 3 or 4 months ago. So because there's time to lay it down, there's time to write it, there's time to mix it, there's time to plan it to release it. So I wrote this like probably 2.5, 3 months ago. But now we're just getting it. So now all of a sudden I have to like go back into that moment in time that I was in then. But honestly, it was a build up. It was a build up. With the growth, there comes a lot of controversy. There comes a lot of hate. There were specific people in mind when I wrote what I wrote, but I wasn't in the mood to give out free cloud passes.
Oh hell yeah!
So
don't do that.
Don't do that. This, and they're a lot smaller too. So this was my way to address some of those reactors, some of those critics, and to lay it out. And I just felt like it was the right time for me because, I haven't released music in a while. We're in album mode right now, but just to give the fans something, and also music is my outlet. That's why I do this. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't have music, I don't think I would be here, honestly. I mean, that's just the truth of the situation. So music is how I analyze and deal with shit. So when I'm going through something, I need to get it down on page, Like that's how I understand it better. So for me, that was my chance just to lay things out and what's going on in my mind and kind of share some of my story because I haven't really done that a lot through my music lately with people. Like they look at me and they just see skinny white dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't know my background. They don't know where I came from. They don't know what raised me. And really, honestly, just how much hip hop music has saved my life and how much it has given to me all through the years and how much it has taught me and how grateful I am to still be doing it to this day.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of one of those moments, man. And obviously, I mean, if you're gonna talk your shit, you might as well swing too and just bar the fuck out. So that's kind of what I thought. It's just swing, man. Just swing.
How has the response? Oh, I know the feedback's been dope as shit, dogs. And I stay in tune with what you got going on, bro. Not you getting a lot of dope feedback, but I know you've gotten some. You had to get like some response from the motherfuckers you was talking to who felt like you was talking to them, bro. So how has that been? You know what I'm saying? Like I know they giving you their thoughts on what you addressing.
Listen, man, we just let them talk. It just pisses them off the more that I grow.
Yeah.
Like to do something like that where I didn't announce it, right? I just sat up here in the fucking studio and just dropped it. Like no releasing, no teasing, no nothing. Just drop it. And we're already at, almost 40,000 views on the thing.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that just goes to show the growth that this channel is now experiencing, how blessed I am by the fan base as it grows. But I know that really is the way to piss people off because success is the best revenge. The more that they see me grow and not actually directly address them, the more it's going to piss them off because I'm not giving them any limelight.
Dog, just talking this shit, dog. That's what's up, bro. I like that, bro. That shit make me happy, bro. Hey, Doc said he with the shit, dog. He with the shit. What's happening, bro? I holla at him, dog. But he ain't about to just be up here just talking, just recklessly feeding into that bullshit. You put it in music, bro, so you can goddamn create your brand even larger. You know what I'm saying? Get in your creative space, talk your shit through that music, and then make the motherfuckers, hey, bro, that's dope shit, bro.
That's just my way of taking a negative and taking their negativity and flipping that into a song that people are streaming, that people love, and to take that energy, and to make it a positive. That's me just really getting back at them, just going, all right, this is what I'm gonna do with it. This is how it's gonna affect me.
Yeah, and then the more they fuel you, the more fucking shit you put out, and the more fucking, the more they'll feel fucking some type of way that they seeing you grow so fucking much. You know what I'm saying? So it's a dope ass.
Oh yeah,
That's.
I mean, just wait to the album, man. And when that Locksmith track drops, and then when some of these other tracks drop, I was talking to Osmond Benjamin today. He's about to come through on this thing. So we got big names. We got big names, and when that shit drops, people gonna be mad. People gonna be mad. And I'm gonna be happy as hell.
Bro, that is a dope ass segue into the goddamn state of this hip hop shit, bro. Because that's you was just talking the epitome of fucking hip hop. Motherfucker said locksmith, Oswin, goddamn Knox on this bitch, crooked on this bitch, bro. Like you doing some shit for like hip hop, bro. And like it leads into like that's definitely gonna breathe the type of air that we want to be back in hip hop. But given that, bro, like how do you feel the current state of hip hop is in general, dog?
I mean, look, it was when you and I had just a quick talk about this earlier on today. I thought, I started to reflect before we came on this. And the thing about hip hop, right, and we talked about this, is that, lyricism has always been there, right? Yeah. Lyricism, and sometimes it's more mainstream, sometimes it's pushed down more in the underground, but lyricism is never going to die, right? Lyrical hip hop, barring out, that type of music that makes you think, that really goes deeper, that has layers on layers, that shit is never going away because that's that timeless shit. I mean, what does come and go is the shit that's just trendy. But at the same time, like throughout the history of hip hop, there's always been just shit for the radio, just shit that sounds good. I mean, even, you want to go back, don't talk about mumble rap. Let's talk about like the crunk movement, right? And like Lil Jon. It's not like Lil Jon was sitting there making like a double like Eminem or a triple on hip hop and a relationship and addictions. Like Lil Jon was just making club music, right? And it just sounded fucking good. But like go back even further. Go back to fucking white artists like Vanilla fucking Ice, right? Like there has always been times in hip hop where people just make music that sounds really good. You want to party to it. You want to vibe out to it. And then there's always been lyrical music. So I think even now with, mumble rap at the forefront and all that shit, it's just, it really is kind of same shit, just different day. Just different faces now to it.
But if you had to categorize the 90s, early 2000s, even mid 2000s of what was the most popular type of rap, because when I look at it, I think the most popular type of rap was the stuff that has substance to it. You know what I'm saying? Like when Big and Nas, I would say Pac, when all them that was the most popular rap out there. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was jobbing. I think it was the image as well, like the whole East Coast, West Coast. All that shit had to do with it, but it was more substance. Like think about Freeways, the Cassidys, the Beanies, all that. Like it was lyrical rap that was fucking winning. And I feel like that type of rap hasn't been winning for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even think about the mumble rap. Like in the big picture, mumble rap gets a lot of attention, but it's not really fucking winning. Because right after we finished talking, I was trying to think of a way to categorize it or rank it to see where we are. And I guess the best way to get a good picture of what is the most popping music right now is to see who's getting the most streams. You know what I'm saying? Like what are people actively listening to? And I was surprised by the list of fucking the top artists that I saw, because there was no mumble rap on there for the most part. Like, Drake was number one, but it was like Lil Baby, The Baby, what the fuck is
Polo
it?
G,
Post Malone. And even though a lot of people are gonna have like a issue with me saying stuff, but I feel like Lil Baby's a lyrical ass fucking rapper. It just depends on your taste of fucking music. But big picture, all that music is like dope because of just the way it sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like big picture is the way it sounds. There's not a lot of like the Cassidy, Fabulous, Lil Wayne type of shit that was winning. You know what I'm saying during that fucking during that time period, bro. So I'm trying to.
Yeah, I think what we forget too is you look at that timeline, and obviously when Eminem rose up, after the Bigs and the Pacs, I'd say transition, like Eminem kind of carried the torch, and then what people don't give a lot of credit to is Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne carried that lyrical torch for a while, and he was able to kind of he was able to bridge both, wasn't he? Because he understood what was popping, he understood how to speak to this audience, but he also understood how to speak to a deeper audience as well. And I think he walked that bridge very well, and he carried it. I mean, there were a few years when it was all about Lil Wayne. And then what did Lil Wayne do? What did Cash Money do? They gave us Drake, right? Then Drake carried it on. They gave us Nicki Minaj. They gave us other big artists, but it was Wayne carrying that torch for a while, man.
I mean, Wayne still listens. He still carrying the fucking torch somewhat right now, bro. He's still like one of the top
Yeah,
stream motherfuckers, bro. But I
absolutely.
found that so interesting of
I
like
think I think you're going.
I
Go
found
on,
that
Stevie.
interesting comparing like the most popular, hip hop back then to now. And it makes me think of like
Mm,
when that shift happened. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
we've always liked the
But let
best.
me
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me pose this question to you though, right? I mean, you talk about like it was definitely the golden age of hip hop. I agree with that. And
Yeah.
an interesting question is, will we ever see that again? Will we see it? Will we see it come back?
Ooh.
But look at this year though. Look at what Eminem did at the beginning of the year and how he took over the charts. You looked at the list. Look at where J. Cole is currently on that list, right?
Um.
If Kendrick drops later this year, you've got Eminem,
Yeah.
you got J. Cole, and you got Kendrick Lamar dropping and taking over the charts all within the same year.
Yeah.
Do we have the possibility of a second coming?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, bro. 'Cause I think it's just the timing. J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar waited so goddamn long to drop us with some shit, but they're so fucking popular, dog, that they gonna fucking shake the damn Richter scale, regardless of what they do. Like we need that to happen right now, back to back to back to back, to fucking make a shift in it, man. But I just don't. I still don't feel like it's gonna be enough to shake this fucking list up to make it to make it where we can enjoy that or bring attention to like the golden type of hip hop that we like, man. I
How do
don't.
you how do you feel about an artist like Post Malone, Stevie?
Yeesh, yeesh. I don't have anything against him, bro. Like he makes good sounding music. It's not my like. I see the appeal in it. I see the appeal in it. It's not my type of wave, but for the amount of numbers that motherfucker does, bro, if Kendrick drops, I don't think he'll do Post Malone numbers.
Oh,
I don't think he'll do
wow.
Post Malone
That's crazy.
numbers.
That's crazy to think about. I mean, do you think it was offensive to hip hop when he came out, a couple years ago in interviews and was like, I'm not a rapper. I don't want to be compared to rappers, like, and talked about the music that he makes after, he kind of came up as a rapper and was equated with that, almost like he wants to like throw off that coat and be considered something different now. Do you feel like that was
It's kind of like a
was that was
cultural.
that backhanded to hip hop or what?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know enough.
How do you see it?
I don't have enough. I don't have enough ammunition in my pocket to fucking go against that, bro. So I don't know enough about Post Malone. I just know about the whole White Iverson thing. He woke up one day, that shit went viral, and then when I looked into him a little bit, he did have other music that was like so far off the fucking off the beaten path from hip hop and shit, man. And
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to just throw, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, bro. Because if he used hip hop to get those eyes on him, but now he just wants to shed that hip hop skin and like he's just a fucking artist. Like he used it for like his benefit or whatever, man. And I mean, it was available for him to do so. But me as a hip hop head, I guess I would feel some type of way about that. But I just don't know enough about it, bro. I don't know enough about it. What about
Yeah.
you? What
I mean,
about you?
I'm just I'm reflecting what I saw King Crooked tweet about when he got involved with the Post Malone sort of Eminem conversation,
Yeah,
right? And the title of our of what we're talking about right
yeah,
now and what kind of inspired it is, Crook was talking about it and he went, look at it this way. Post Malone is a pop star, right?
yeah,
To that extent, he's a pop artist who used hip hop to further his career. Whereas Eminem is a true hip hop head, lyrical MC
Eminem helped build
who
hip hop.
help progress his career through pop music sometimes. Because he would hit the charts
Yeah,
and he would make those crossover songs. But when you look at it from that perspective, it's two different points, isn't it? You've got someone who's rooted in hip hop, who took advantage of trends and pop at the time to cross over and to grow his fan base, and then you have someone like Post Malone who went the other direction.
do you
And
think
I'm just
that
I'm quoting Crooked here.
do you think I don't know enough? Do you think Post Malone just used hip hop for his benefit and for his own like selfish reasons? I guess that's kind
I don't know.
of I guess that's kind of putting you on the spot live, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no
Yeah, no,
I
but
have no idea.
it's a. I mean, listen, I'm the one that brought up the damn question. So, I mean, honestly, like you though, I don't think I'm qualified to weigh in as much on it because I don't know Post Malone's discography that well.
Yeah,
Like, he just never interested me that much to dive into his music. I just
yeah,
took it at face value and didn't think there was much else there. And I like my depth.
yeah.
So I just never got the shovel out and started digging to see what else lay there. But hey, while we talk about opinions and the internet and shit, I think this is a great example of what you just done and what I said too. Like sometimes we don't know enough about a situation, so it's okay to go. You know what? I don't have enough in pocket to pull out and give you examples. So I might
Yeah,
not be the best
yeah,
informant on dealing with this.
yeah.
So, but I did find it interesting though. What I do find interesting is, if I don't know enough, then I'll look at other people who I respect, whose opinions I follow.
Yeah,
And I did find it very interesting, and it really turned my head seeing Crooked talk about it and
yeah,
seeing what he had to say on it and to weigh in that way. Because it's like, okay, well, here's someone who's really respected in hip hop
yeah,
saying that, Post Malone leveraged hip hop for his own growth.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't know enough about it, bro. I don't know enough about it. I ain't trying to step into no motherfucking shit either. But fuck,
Yeah, I
fuck,
mean,
no,
at the,
but,
at
no,
the,
but
at,
at the end of the day, fuck stepping in shit, bro. Fuck stepping in shit. Like you said, if I don't know, I don't know. But I just don't want to fucking have my foot in my mouth, like saying some shit that I just goddamn feel based on the shit I don't know what the fuck I do know. I just know Post Malone got some fucking banging ass goddamn hits. A lot of shit I've heard I don't fuck with. A lot of shit I heard that I do. And the motherfucker's doing numbers, bro.
Look, at
And
the end of the day, there is a talent to making music that gets stuck in people's head. There is a talent to that. There is a talent to making radio hit after radio hit after radio
big
hit,
facts.
right? Not everyone can fucking do that.
Big
All right?
facts.
That is a different type of talent and a different type of way of thinking of how you can touch a broad audience and really get them to vibe with it, get them to sing along to it, make it sound right. Like you have to do that consistently, like Post Malone has done. You have to give him credit for that, don't you? It's not like he's been a one-hit wonder and he's just made one hit and been out.
And
No, I mean, he's coming through.
you make a good point too, because like there's no way he knew he was gonna be as successful as he was. You know what I'm saying? Like this fucking song hit, that White Everson song hit, that White Everson song was a banger, bro. He got the national attention or international attention, and he had all this other shit in his bag. He didn't want to fucking share that with the world as well. So if I look at it like that, because the only way you can really say a motherfucker just use this shit for his advantage is if he had this ulterior motive this whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I know this shit's gonna fucking hit. I know the hip hop heads are gonna fuck with it. I know this is gonna put me in a higher platform. There's no way you fucking know that shit. There's no way you fucking know that shit. And then
Yeah.
I've seen music that he's done that is not hip hop at all, and like he's always dibbled and dabbled in it. You know what I'm saying? So it would make more sense to me. I've got this platform. I got this attention. I want to show everybody else what I'm capable of, and this is what the fuck I
Yeah.
am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That
Listen. I love taking a situation and looking at the different arguments and the different perspectives to
yeah,
it, because that's how you understand it. But I think you make a good point there, in that he didn't necessarily expect to blow up from that song.
yeah,
I mean, and all of a sudden he now has his platform and he wants to show off that he's an artist,
yeah,
and he wants to show that he has a broader perspective. And honestly, I mean, let's look at hip hop though. Hip hop, we're all about sampling other sounds.
yeah,
We constantly sample. We sample from jazz, we sample from rock, we sample from every fucking thing we can find, man, when
yeah,
we're producing and mixing shit. And some of the greatest hip hop songs are fucking samples of other tracks.
yeah,
So, in a way, could you say that we're progressing our rap careers on the back of another genre
yeah,
sometimes?
yeah. Big
I mean,
facts.
you could flip it that way.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just my mind just wandering now in this fucking conversation, dog. So like, when I'm thinking about like comparing the golden age of hip hop to now, bro, like Post Malone is a hybrid. You know what I'm saying? Like he can do it all. You know what I'm saying? Well, as far as what I've heard, I don't know enough about it to say he can do everything, but I've heard shit that don't sound nothing like rap, and it's got views, it's got streams and shit, bro. He's a hybrid, dog. And we have a lot of those type of rappers nowadays where it may sound like it's fucking rap, but it's like singing at the same time. It's on this all this on these R&B type of melodies and shit, got harmonies and shit to it, bro. And I think that all that type of, like your Roddy Riches, your fucking Maury now that's popping, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of fucking rappers now that take more of the, trying to create a sound and incorporate the bars with it too. And I guess that kind of could have pushed hip hop where it is right now, where we're not solely just focused on the fucking bars, bro. But I think what comes with that is just when people just want to put out sounds and just totally disregard bars as well, totally disregard lyrics and shit, man. So, like, it's just hip hop is all over the place. It's all over the place, and I feel like, I mean, that with that being said, it has progressed because we have so much that hip hop consists of. You can take. It's not one sided anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if it was just about the bars and shit, we would not have all this other like dope shit that sounds good, man. So with that being said, I don't see like a big ass like abrupt transition back to just the fucking bars. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna continue to progress and continue to fucking blend shit and continue to.
Here's here's a question. Was Because obviously you're gonna idolize someone even more once they're no longer here. I mean, it's the classic saying, you don't know what you have until it's gone,
Yeah.
right? But let me ask you this question: in the time of a Pac, in the time of a Big, in that window, in that space when they were still here and alive, do you feel like they were bigger than J. Cole right now, in this time frame, in this time period?
Yeah, I feel like Pac and Big were bigger than J. Cole because I mean Biggie represented the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? And Pac represented the West Coast. Uh, Cole represents like the culture and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one cloth of what hip hop represents right now. Like hip
I
hop.
think hip hop was a lot more geographic then,
Yeah,
wasn't it? I mean,
yeah,
it still has geographic tones now, but it was very, very defined by geography then.
yeah. And then,
I mean, it was
and then think about when Big was popping. Like think about his like competition at that point. Like was there anybody when Big was prime popping? Was there anybody in his league?
I mean, but you had also Jay in NYC at the time. He was coming through. You had
But when
Nas coming through then as well.
but when Big was at his prime, Jay-Z hadn't hit his stride yet. You know what I'm saying? Like they were still in the up and coming. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
Yeah.
I I think that's a big reason why people love Pac and Big so much is because of what a lot more than just the fucking rap. Like it represented that time, that golden era. People remember like where they was, how old they was, what they were doing, going through all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Big and Pac was like just a time stamp in hip hop, and I don't feel like Cole or Kendrick or whomever will ever be able to. Cause it was so much going on back then, bro. Like they're not even here no more based on all that shit, bro. Like that shit is like deep embedded in motherfuckers, bro. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was really a way of life then. Whereas now it's more musical.
yeah,
Can I say that?
yeah,
It was all encompassing your life and everything that you did, you know? Versus now sometimes people can detract themselves from how they're living, how their life is in the music that they're making. When it comes to hip hop.
yeah, yeah. And I also
I
think.
mean,
Go ahead.
well, I was just gonna say, talking about, like the golden era. I mean, it's hard to play hypotheticals, but do you think Pac and Big would have been as appreciated as they are today if they didn't unfortunately end their careers too soon, and we all have to go what if?
Nope, man. But that same rule is used any time we lose somebody, bro. Everybody's more popping after they're gone. You know what I'm saying? That goes for anybody, man. And I thought you were gonna say if they just had came out right now, would they be as popping, dog? You know what I think made I think made those artists so polarizing and artists back then so polarizing is that social media, the internet wasn't the world like it is right now. We get so much music hit back to back to back to back to back that you're not ever allowed to like marinate and sit on records for
Yeah.
forever. You know what I'm saying? Like when they dropped the album, when a motherfucker drop an album in the 90s, 2000s, bro, you had that album for a few months. That's all you could listen to, bro. Besides what the fuck they put on the
Yeah.
radio. So you listen to that shit every day. No, the fucking records. You listen to that shit no matter where you going, over and over and over and over and on repeat. So you're developing these relationships with these artists. You know what I'm saying? Through your own avenue. Nowadays, bro, they drop 5, 6, 7, 8 records in one day, bro, and
It's like it's instant gratification,
yeah,
bro.
dog,
Instant
yeah.
gratification.
You
Like
gotta
the album you drop is forgotten in a couple
you
weeks.
gotta get
Honestly.
you get ADHD, and the only way you're gonna be able to like artist is gonna have that type of impression is if you put those hooks into that audience, man, where they're gonna pick your shit over everybody else's, man. And shit, that's why I think that's why a reason why Drake got so fucking big is because he was able to like uh, put those hooks into the female audience, the male audience, and he talks about real dated life relationship type shit where that shit weighs on you or whatever, man. Um, I think that's the only way you can fucking like stay consistent and as popular as long as you can nowadays, bro. Because everybody has AD. I had ADHD with music myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my go tos where I have that like my Nipseys and my fucking my list of motherfuckers. So with that being said, no matter what new music people put out, I'm always gonna go to these artists first because I got those emotional connections with them, and I think that's the best way for artists to remain popular and as relevant as they can today because it's just oversaturated, bro. Hip hop is oversaturated.
Yeah.
Music is oversaturated,
Yeah.
and you gotta think about
And
that
I-
shit as well because you gotta have to battle that yourself, bro. And doing these reactions is fucking golden for you, dog, because you are building this relationship with everybody day to day where you're talking to them, you know what I'm saying? They're getting to know you, know your family, know your situation and shit, and you put music out. You doing the same thing as giving your audience albums every day because they talk to you every fucking day. They chatting with you every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Like you're putting in these hooks in everybody where no matter what the fuck you do, where you go, what you say, they're gonna rock with you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I mean, all I can speak on is personal experience. And I remember coming up as a rapper, and then when I was first on the come up, it was about your lyrical skill.
Yeah.
And if you it was always ingrained in you that belief that if you were talented enough with your pen, someone would find you and sign you. You know, you travel around, you play enough shows, you're that gifted enough, you'll get your chance. And it was all about, and the people that made it, you know what I mean? The people that were getting the radio play, the people that were getting the attention were the ones that were some of the best with their pen.
Yep.
Whereas now,
nope.
you're not thinking the same way. Now you're thinking, now you're judged by can you make a hit?
Yep.
You know, can you make a radio hit?
Yep.
Do you have it? Can you write a hook?
Yep.
Can you do that?
Yep.
That's it. That's what you're thinking about as artists. Not my pen has to be the sharpest it can ever fucking be.
Yep.
So when I get the call up, you know, when I get off of that bench, I'm in the game and I'm scoring and I'm fucking going. You know, it's definitely changed. Now it's definitely more about like the halftime show and the celebration in between.
You
Not
hit
just
you hit the nail on the head, my boy. You hit the nail on my head, my boy. What's more difficult for you? What do you think is more difficult? I would think lyricism just embedded in you, it just comes out. Trying to fucking create a hook and a banger, that's gotta be difficult as shit.
And see, that's why, like, I get the question sometimes, and it's like, well, why do you react to other genres of music? Like, why are you doing all this other shit? And like, for me, because I learned from the other shit. Because that other shit teaches me about hooks. That other shit teaches me about what people find popular, what they relate to, what touches them on different levels. And again, hip-hop constantly samples. So I go and I figure out what's popping. I go listen to that. I go listen to fucking country. I go listen to rock and roll. I go listen to anything because I can learn something from each and every song. There's always a little something I might pick up. They did that with the mix. That's fucking cool. How do they do that effect?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And then also you just think about the melodies that they're writing and the harmonies and shit. And I've said this about my albums. You know, I'm proud of the songs where I put singers on because I'm the one writing the fucking hooks for the singers.
Yeah.
I'm the one writing their melodies and their harmonies.
Yeah.
I'm fucking singing it to them and sending it to them to do. So, you know, I think you have to find a way to walk a middle line. You do, because if you just make lyrical ass content, you might just never ever get seen nowadays.
Yeah,
you have to evolve. You have to evolve. So you have to find a way to give them lyrical content, but give them shit that they can sing along to as well. You know what I mean? Like I've always had the motto of you entertain, and then you almost trick them in a sense. You entertain them, but then they start thinking about the fucking lyrics that you're saying, and then they go, "Oh shit, there's a lot more there than me just singing along to it."
Yeah.
You know, there's something else here. And that's that timeless shit that you put in there, that you inject into it, you know, and you work your way in that way. At least that's always how I've kind of approached it. But you're right, man. These reactions have been an amazing opportunity for me, and really, I mean, I feel like they've only improved me as an artist because
Yeah,
there's listening to music casually, and then there's listening when you and I are reacting,
yeah.
isn't there? And it's like, and you think about the music differently than when you're just playing that shit. I mean, I saw you talk about that on that Eminem interview with Mouse or Moose or uh, Donald Trump or whatever his name is, bro.
Hey, you still a fool, bro. You a fool, dog. Yeah, but yeah, you're right, dog. You're right, bro. You right. You fucking caught me off guard, dog. I fucking lost my train. All right. Yeah, bro.
We just having fun, man.
Yeah, man. I lost my whole fucking train of thought. Lost my whole fucking train of thought, dog. You got to bring it back. You got to
But
bring it back.
re- reactions make us think about music differently. Yes or no?
Facts. And I said this shit, bro. Do you feel like we are becoming the minority, though, the ones appreciating the bars, dog? Like, we giving that shit energy, bro. I think we are the minority because I
We're
think
definitely the
we are the minority because what we do breaking shit down. Like most motherfuckers don't do that shit like that, bro.
no.
But like I feel like the majority of listeners are casual listeners. You know what I'm saying? I feel like and then given the fact that you have so much music these days, you have so many artists these days, it's instant gratification and shit. Like that's why I said, is it even worth putting that much energy into your fucking lyrics to goddamn to to get the attention that you deserve and you feel like you're worthy of? You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right, a little bit of like, I don't know, breaking the fourth wall, I guess. As an artist, what I found, which was a interesting surprise, was, like when I dropped my fucking as is disc, right?
yeah,
And then
you went crazy.
I
with
didn't
that
talk to you about it. I never talked to you to react to it. You just fucking did it.
Facts.
I didn't talk to Shaq to do it. I didn't talk to any of these people. But like you sat there and then you break down the bars that I put a shit ton of time into. And that was a wild feeling, man. That was like that was just a different level of justification. Knowing that someone is appreciating the effort that you put in and then educating that to others who are watching and spreading that message. So I think you're right. Like it will be interesting to see as we continue to grow and hopefully we keep growing, man. I mean, knock on wood, but we're going steadily, but I feel like we're getting to a point now where, like you said, we have a platform. We can affect and change things.
Yeah.
Maybe there's people that'll start writing that go, shit, I wanna get one of these big reactors to react to my stuff and love those bars and love those lyrics and break that shit down for people.
Yeah. And we also teaching motherfuckers how to listen too, bro. It's so much feedback I get from people where they've heard songs since they were young. They grown as fuck right now, and they got a whole different ear for it now. Like, bro, I never fucking knew Buddy was saying what the fuck he was saying, bro. And I feel like, yeah, that would when we're trying to figure out ways to bring attention back to bars, when we giving people the ear to pay attention to the shit that the casual listener may miss, and you giving motherfuckers a whole different appreciation for the type of fucking music. You know what I'm saying?
That's fun, man. I really enjoy that when I get to do like a throwback one and one that even I myself listened to growing up, and then all of a sudden, because I'm now breaking it down and think about it in that way, then I discover something that I never even realized when I was just fucking listening casually, man. That is a wild feeling.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. So with all that, we're trying to develop. This is like dope for you too, because you are out here doing this rap shit, bro. So with all that being said, like, what do you feel like an artist's main focus should be?
Connection.
Yep.
Connection.
Yep.
Connection with your audience, whatever that lane is. It's about it making a connection. And the thing is, trends come and go. Are you in this to have a long career, or are you in this to get in and get out? You gotta look at that. If you're in this for a long career, then there's nothing more important than connection, because that creates that loyal fan base. That creates those people who fucking ride with you,
Yep.
and sometimes blindly ride with you.
Yep.
Honestly, Even in your worst of times, they're still there to support you. But it's about, if you can't connect with a fan base and connect with people on an emotional level and touch them in some way, I don't see how you have longevity in the game. Right?
Yeah.
Look, man, like even Drake has lasted so long, but he connects with people, man.
That's what he
Like,
is, bro.
It's not like it's you know what I'm saying? Like people
Drake,
just relate to the shit he's saying.
yeah, dog. Drake means connection.
Like he just Yeah, like he just drops like that one line, and you're like, that's my fucking relationship in a nutshell, right? You know what I mean? Like he just has those lines, man, that people just relate to, and it just grabs you. So, like I said, like there's lanes for it. Like you could be really deep. Maybe you want to be fucking political and speak on like socio issues and your fucking community and have change in that. But you still got to connect with people. Maybe you just want to make fucking songs about relationships and make people dance. But at the same time, if you want to stick around, you got to connect with them. You got to connect with them in some way. You got to make them feel. That's what music is. We listen to music to make us feel ways, whether that's for inspiration, for strength, whether that's to make us happy. Sometimes we don't feel good. We're down as shit, and we like those sad songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Connection,
Yeah.
most important.
That's lit, bro. That's lit, dog.
What do you think? What do you think?
Man, I mean, I'd agree, bro. But the more like the more I do these reactions, the more I fucking, cause I'm not a rapper. I'm a fucking listener and shit, right? I have a extreme admiration for motherfuckers' creative process, dog. I think my shit's ridiculous. That's why I do the reactions and shit. Like I don't think people love, the typical person loves hearing that shit as much as I do. But I think I'm an outlier in that shit, dog. I think most people, like I said, are casual listeners and they listen to it either for the way that shit sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you can get away with playing a hard ass beat, motherfucker not saying much of nothing, but the way that beat make you feel is gonna, you know what I'm saying? But if you could have something that resonates, that's simple for everybody to connect with, I think that's why shit is that's a major contributor of why music is the way it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Which your Drake's, which I don't know. Drake is the only one fuck I can come with, dog, because Lil Baby be snapping. The baby got his vibe. I'm trying to think of all the motherfuckers popping right now. That fucking young boy NBA, bro. I don't fuck with him like that, dog. But that motherfucker's popping like crazy. I'm not out here to shit on him. I don't know enough about him. My bad, audience, if that shows your guy. But I'm trying to think of like.
Don't say my bad, Stevie. Come on, we throwing.
Yeah, I know, but I don't
put the opinions out there.
But I don't know enough about him to even have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't have enough about him. I like to fucking have some facts when I give my perspective on things. I just don't know enough about him, dog. But I'm trying to think.
Listen, man, you're supposed to be the one who like just doesn't give a shit, causing controversy. It feels like this podcast today, I'm the one sat here saying the wild shit about things.
Dog. I ain't about to be talking on my ass, bro. Like if I'm gonna say some shit, I'm gonna believe what the hell I'm saying. I ain't about to just be pulling shit out of nowhere, bro. Like we could talk about some goddamn Eminem shit all goddamn day. I'll get into my I'll go back and forth with some shit like that, bro. But yeah,
no, I feel you.
Yeah, the connection you have with somebody is what creates the longevity and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
but that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get like the recognition that you deserve. Like it's a lot more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like the connection, like you said, is number one for real.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that connection goes deeper than just lyrics. That connection includes all aspects of the music. It includes your beat choice. It includes the production that you put on it. It includes the way that you handle that beat, that sound, and what you do with it.
Oh, they going crazy in the comments. Check this out though. We got a lot of Eminem fans on here, bro. And a lot of people are saying Eminem, he's not popping like he is because of the connection. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't necessarily his fucking move, is to provide these connections with people. His motherfucking move was to get in your ass with saying outlandish shit. So he like kind of flips our whole fucking thing upside down.
Hang on. Oh boy. Oh fuck. Oh no. Hang on a second.
No.
Hang on a second. He said wild outlandish shit, but what he did was he touched a generation in the late 90s, in the early 2000s that wanted to fucking rebel, that just didn't feel like they fit in, right? He was like for the misfits, for the people that just want to say, you know what, the world is fucked up and I don't give a fuck. Like he empowered people. He created a powerful ass connection. That's why he has so many stands because, he gave people just that rebellion that they needed at the time. Like he fit that mold for people, man. He empowered. No way. He fucking connected. People might say, "Oh, I didn't connect with his lyrics," but no, there are a lot of people that just connected with the emotion that he gave you. I would say that connection was important. And then he drops songs like "Sing for the Moment." Then he drops like "Lose Yourself" and shit. Like, I mean, come on. You can't listen to that and not fucking connect to it, man. That's like the MC's Bible of songs. That's up there with one mic.
But what do you think he's most known for though? Is that like why does Eminem get the most attention? Is because the respect they have for him for his pen, or for that connection they got from him as an artist?
It depends on the listener. I think that's where he's won the game on many levels because he's found a way to reach different audiences. There's people that follow him because they just want to see what the fuck he makes rhyme. They want to see how strong his pen game is. Mm-hmm. There's other people that follow him because they want to see what controversial thing he's going to do next. There's other people that follow him because he made that song that just defines their life at that moment in time, and they're waiting for that next big hit from him, that next one that just emotionally grabs you. I mean, that's his versatility.
I didn't even think about it like that with the whole Stan shit, bro. That's probably like a fucking big ass reasons why Stan's rocking him so fucking hard. Because what you just said, like he gave these motherfuckers.
Why does he have Stans?
Because
he connected with them. If you didn't connect with them, he wouldn't have these loyal ass stands.
I didn't even think about it.
People complain about the stands. People bitch about the stands, and they're like they wildly defend Eminem. Well, that's because he created that connection.
Bro.
He built that bridge,
bro.
and they have that loyalty because of that he built with his music. So I'm not accepting that Eminem doesn't connect with people. Why the fuck does he have all these stands?
I didn't think about it like that though, bro. That proves that I'm not a fucking stand, dog. So I fuck with fucking Eminem because of the lyrics, bro. You know what I'm saying? I always thought it was like this is what I thought it was. I was like, hey. We got this fucking white boy in hip hop, and he whooping everybody ass, dog. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, you can put him up against anybody. He fucking their ass up lyrically, bro, bar for bar. If you think it's debatable, it's debatable. But bro, he pretty much washing everybody. That's why I thought all that standness came from, bro. But you hit the nail on the head talking about like he gave a voice to a lot of motherfuckers. He did. Like a lot of, because most people don't even listen to Eminem the way we listen to him. Then, like, it's just what he represented and shit, bro. And like,
but for people, that was their first experience with rap. Like, dog. Because he crossed over, he crossed out into the burbs, he crossed into Middle America. I mean, that's why he made songs like White America. Because dog. That's what he did. He built that bridge, and all of a sudden they're like, holy shit, this is rap music. This is what I need in my life. And then they started branching out from him and listening to other artists. I mean, he gave a lot to hip hop in that sense, in the success of now reaching new audiences, right, and building that bridge.
I low key, it felt like when I said that shit triggered you. Like, nah, hold the fuck up, no, bro, no, dog, like you. Cause
I'm fired up today, man. You can't. Listen, we can't.
You was probably the one, like, bro. I had a connection with that motherfucker, dog. Fuck you, me, like.
Well, it's true though. It's I mean, especially me, like trying to be a white rapper. Coming up in when I would go to shows, like people used to call me 8 Mile because my movie, my life in a way was like that. I mean, that's just real talk. Like I would go to the open mics, I would go to the battles. I'd be the only fucking white dude there, doing hip hop, being given shit because I'm a white boy trying to do it, and I couldn't just be better than everyone else. I had to be twice as good as everyone else. Because I already had the cards against me. So to watch him do that, of course he built that connection with me because it's like, holy shit, there's someone that's doing this. Someone that has shown that they can be successful in this lane.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm not trying to turn this to a fucking Eminem conversation, dog. But I'm saying,
it's a good question though, and it is what a lot of critics will argue about Eminem too. But you got to appreciate why there is stands. There are no stands if he doesn't make that connection.
Yeah, bro, and that's a fucking hell of a connection, dog. Because the stands don't fucking play. They don't fucking play, dog. That is the most present, like that's the strongest fan base I'm aware of. Unless it's like something outside of hip hop, like some country or some shit I'm not aware of, dog. But that is the like they don't fucking play about that fucking man, dog, and it makes sense. Because of this connection you talking about, bro. So yeah, you fucking right, dog. You fucking right, dog. You fucking right. But with that, okay, so we gonna take a brief intermission from Eminem. We can talk about this motherfucker all goddamn day. I think about this shit all the time, and it comes into play with the whole current state of hip hop and shit, bro. Like with the whole list of like the motherfucker that stream the most, getting the most listens right now. I was surprised, not a surprise, but it's more audible music. Like the shit sounds fucking good, dog. But the one lyrical motherfucker in there was Eminem. Out of everybody, out of the top 10, Eminem was like 4 or 5 or some shit. Like J. Cole was like 20 something, Kendrick was like 30 something. Eminem was there, bro. When Eminem is like done, if that ever fucking happens, dog. When he's done, bro, like who do you think has the best chance of like carrying that torch of like just being solely about the pen, bro? To keep people invested. Like I feel like when Eminem drop shit right now, well, I don't know, I'm probably biased because I'm looking to dive into some fucking lyrics. Like when J. Cole dropped, I wasn't looking to dive into lyrics like that. I know he represents hip hop, but I wasn't looking to like, oh shit, what the fuck this man about to say? You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem's main focus is pushing that goddamn pen, and I feel like he's still breathing that type of hip hop into breathing that type of aspect into hip hop. Like when he's fucking gone, what is gonna like excite for us for example, what's gonna have us the most, anxious about diving into some motherfucking lyrics, pulling them back when Eminem is gone?
But I think it's hard to answer that, but I think it will be filled because whenever a void appears, eventually someone comes along that wants to fill that void. And right now there might be people who aren't getting that attention that could be in Eminem's shoes because Eminem is that, and they just know they'll never reach that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to sports. Let's use a sports argument. Someone that shows potential, like a Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to get that right now because Tom Brady is there. Tom Brady is still doing it. It doesn't matter if he fucking closes his eyes every fucking play and does a backhanded throw into the end zone 60 fucking yards, man, because Tom Brady is still winning and still doing that. But Tom Brady leaves. Like it's like MJ, right? People, we're not going to get another MJ. I mean, you love him or hate him, but LeBron right now is doing it. I mean, before him, Kobe came and filled those shoes. I mean, there's always people that come and go.
But even in those circumstances, though, like when Tom's gone, Pat's next up. Off rip. You know what I'm saying? When LeBron's gone, we got a bunch of motherfuckers that probably not gonna be as big as that motherfucker, dog. But who's more likely to represent what LeBron was representing while he was here. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like whomever that is gonna, be that for hip hop. I feel like they're probably already around. Like we're already listening to them and shit, dog. But
there's people that are capable of it, but maybe they step it up. I mean, honestly, I've always felt like Cole, if he wanted to, is capable of it. But Cole has always had multiple interests. I mean, we know he loves ball. You can't for that, right? I mean, he's still trying to play right now. So, he's just pursuing another one of his dreams. I do feel like with this album, though, it definitely turned my head and made me go, wow, he's a lot hungrier than I thought he was. And if he stays that way with that hunger, I mean, he could be there.
But
the Kendricks are there.
Do you think
YBN Cordae?
Do you think it requires the same type of energy peeling back J. Cole's bars compared to what we do with fucking Eminem? I'm not even trying to compare them as writers, dog, but I feel like I'm not bro, when I'm about to dive into a fucking Eminem record, bro, I'll get more fucking anxiety about that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I do too. You know what I'm saying? Well, given the stands and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like the shit he does is ridiculous, dog. When I think about Eminem, I'm thinking about, bro, what the fuck is man about to say? With Cole or with it's different, bro. And I'm trying to think of, and maybe Royce
makes me pause before I start reacting to him. Royce makes me go, I better get my fucking head on.
Yeah, you got to show up. You got to show up. So yeah, when you broke down J. Cole shit, do you feel like you had to fucking show up to go through that, to get through those bars?
I felt like I had to show up in a different way because Cole has this poetry and this way of looking at street shit that Eminem has just never really approached as much through his music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way that Cole addresses things sometimes, the way he thinks about stuff.
Yeah.
I like the way that his word choice and how he does it. I think that's a different type of talent, than just pure having a crazy ass double and triple entendre. But I mean, I don't know. It's so hard though. It's so hard because you just have examples from Eminem of where he makes an entire song like a fucking triple, and that's another level of writing.
Yeah.
It's enough to do like a clever triple in one line. It's enough to do it in one or two bars.
Yeah.
But to do an entire song, that's just a different level of thought and connecting stuff and keeping things together and focus and.
So when I'm not trying to
That's a hard question.
and I'm not trying to compare rapper to rapper. Like, everybody does rap differently, but I'm thinking about how I'm looking at it. When Eminem shows up,
I feel like Kendrick.
Yeah.
There's artists that can do it though. Like
Yeah.
Kendrick can do it, but Kendrick prefers to be more artistic sometimes. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he prefers to let his pen go in different directions, which is fine. That's him just evolving and trying new things.
He's probably
Like-
I think he's probably the closest, but he's been doing it for so goddamn long already, man. And he fucking take his goddamn time releasing these motherfucking albums, dog. It's fucking irritating.
That's the problem, man. I mean, see,
irritating.
Eminem. The problem is that Eminem couples all this with just an insane work ethic, isn't it? I mean, you have greats come along and they hit that success, and maybe they have a good run of like 4 or 5 years, and then it's like, all right, where do I get the hunger now? Because I came up talking about these things, and this is no longer my life anymore, right? So they just don't have that same fire and that same substance of things to talk about. You know, it can be tough when you use music as an outlet and you're talking about what you know. You know, when you're coming through struggle, everybody can relate to struggle in that story. How do you now relate to a multimillionaire that's got fucking 3 mansions and, you know, can have whatever he wants?
I feel like it's probably difficult for anybody. Like, you think about it in your perspective, bro. Like, you still hungry, you fucking, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing in this hip hop shit. Once you become like, once you get this amount of attention, this notoriety, whatever the fuck you want to call it, or you've won, like I've made it. Like, think about what it would take to try to push past that. Like, what's your motivation at that fucking point? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's like that Jordan shit, LeBron shit, like Tom Brady.
That is what it is. Because
Shit.
you have some of the greats that get a couple championships, and then they're happy with that. And then you have others that somehow have just this innate drive where it's like it's not good enough. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Tom, after he won the last Super Bowl, 2 weeks later he's talking about preparing for the next one. I mean, who the fuck does that? Like it's just that's a different drive. That's a different type of character.
It's what you call psychotic, bro. For real, dog.
I think the greats do border on madness a little bit. There's just something a little broke with their brains and how they work. It has to be, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact, dog.
Am I just saying wild shit today?
No,
this
bro,
is my day,
no.
Stevie.
I totally agree with that, though, bro. All the greatest, all the best of the best, and the elite got to be psychotic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kanye's fucking psycho. M psycho, Kobe was psycho, MJ psycho. That's just how that shit works, bro. So your ass need to be fucking psycho. Whoop all these motherfucking ass with these bars, dog. Keep doing that shit. We need some more motherfucking off my chest out this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's
there's a lot more coming. Don't worry.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm excited for you, dog. That's what's happening, bro.
There's this person that's in front of the camera, and then there's this person that gets on this.
Oh, do you have the alter egos though, bro? Like you got your, or it's just Knox.
I've definitely noticed I'm not as nice when I get on this microphone, Stevie. People don't like me.
Yeah, I fuck with it, dog. I fuck with it, bro. But shit, man, that's what's up, dog. I mean, I guess from this conversation, I feel like do you think hip hop is in a good space right now? From all that, where we are, you think it's in a good space? Where would you rather be right now,
no.
right now, or back then?
Oh shit, that's easy. I'd rather be back then, man. Those were the glory days.
Yeah.
I mean, those were the days when you know, now you get it big, and who are you going to be compared to? Who are your peers?
Yeah.
You know, back then you hit it big. Your peers are the Jays and the Bigs and the Pacs, and you're like, fuck yeah, I want these people to be my peers. So I could have said something really bad there, but I held myself back finally.
Nah, fuck it, dog. You've been talking shit all day, bro. Why you gonna sit to yourself now, bro? Fuck out of here, man.
Oh shit! Now you get to the top and it's like my peers fucking like what am I gonna do? I fucking post Malone on speed dial and Migos? Like fuck, man.
Shit, that's what's up, man. But yeah, Appreciate everybody pulling up, group chat going crazy as you expect, man. You know what I'm saying? We coming to the top of this hour, bro. Y'all hit me up with topics of discussion. I'm sure y'all been hitting Knox up with topics of discussion, man. Just good
Yes, yes,
vibes,
yes.
good conversation, good dialogue, talking about hip hop, talking about whatever to whatever, man. Just y'all just
Yeah,
keep
man.
pulling up. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna
And listen, this will be on Spotify, and I just got it approved. We will be on Apple Podcasts as well. So yeah, we will be this will be on all streaming services.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Next Wednesday, y'all tune in to Noxus, and he's gonna broadcast from his YouTube, man. So that's what we
And I'm gonna come up with a bunch of topics where we can get Stevie's ass in trouble and let him do more of the fucking talking, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to get your ass canceled.
Hey, I would never get canceled over some shit I got homework done in, bro. I would never get canceled, dog. But you would not catch me up here just talking about. I'm not about to be talking about tennis. I don't know shit about fucking tennis. You know what I'm saying? You asked me about Post Malone, bro. You know about ballet? No, I don't know shit about ballet, dog. Fuck you, me.
Oh shit!
All right, big dog.
Now.
All right, bro. Well, that's a wrap for us. Nation Podcast, man. Till
Thanks
next
for tuning
time.
in, everyone. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right, dog.
We out.
Yes, sir.